Everybody loves tools like Claude Code, and honestly, they're great. But on its own, the LLM it uses can't answer predictive questions. You can't just ask which customer is going to churn or is this transaction fraudulent? The kinds of problems companies like Coinbase, Databricks, and Reddit deal with every day. These are the hard questions, the ones that usually take months of work, flattening your data, building pipelines, training models, and even then, the results still fall short. Now, with Kumo, just connect Claude Code to the Kumo SDK and your data warehouse and start asking. I'll show you how to go from zero to real predictions on your data in about 90 seconds. Let's get started. First, let's grab an API key. Head to kumorfm.ai, click Create, and export the key in your shell so the SDK picks it up automatically. And don't worry about cost. The free tier lets you run 1,000 predictions a day, which is plenty to build a real prototype. Next, install the SDK. Then clone the Kumo Coding Agent. It's a skill pack with Kumo's query language called PQL, short for Predictive Query Language, plus schema patterns and SDK examples baked in. What it really does is make Claude a lot better at writing code that actually works with Kumo. Now launch Claude. In plain English, we're basically asking Claude to spin up a Next.js chat app with the Python backend and to create some sample data with 4 tables: customers, products, orders, and reviews, so that we can connect that into Kumo by the Python SDK and ask predictive questions. Some questions like, how likely is it for a customer to churn? Or what does the weekly forecast look like for the next 4 weeks? Alright, hit enter. I'm gonna go grab a coffee. Let me fast forward this one. A few minutes later, you come back and you've got an app where you can ask predictive questions in plain English. ChatGPT for your warehouse. Alright, let's run it. The app opens up, looks like ChatGPT, except the prompts are the ones a PM actually asks. So first click, will customer 5 buy in the next 30 days? Claude writes a PQL query on the fly, Kumo runs it, and the answer stream right back. 5.07%. That's a forecast based on customer 5's entire order history. Low likelihood. Now the second one. Churn risk dashboard for 10 customers. Same flow, but Kumo scores all 10 at once. 1 question, 10 predictions, a rank bar chart. No SQL and no training. Just ask. Quick detour. What's Kumo doing under the hood? Your tables become a graph, rows are nodes, foreign keys are edges. You ask a question, say, is this transaction fraud? Kumo zooms in on that target transaction and pulls out a subgraph around it. The customer, similar transactions, what happened to them historically? Here's the trick. Our model is already pre-trained on tens of thousands of datasets. Real, synthetic, good, bad, messy, missing. So it already knows what fraud patterns look like and what not fraud looks like. It checks which one your transaction matches and by how much. That's your prediction. And because it compared against real patterns, it can tell you why. Nothing gets trained ever. What if customer 22 upgrades to premium? Kumo flips the plan on that note and runs the prediction twice. Current plan versus premium, and then shows you the delta. And look right below. It tells you which features actually move the number. That's explainability built in, same model, no retraining. That's it. 1 prompt, your warehouse. Real predictions, no training, no pipeline, no ML team, Kumo.ai. Grab a key, go build.